Some citizens are outraged over the loss of heat at a local animal shelter. They say the city and the employees at the First Avenue shelter in Eugene aren't doing enough to fix it. KEZI 9 News reporter Nana Nguyen spoke with the city and shelter's executive director and has their response.
The city says the shelter and the animals in it are definitely a priority to it, and that's why it's been working to repair the heater since day one. A flurry of emails have been sent back and forth since animal advocates found out the shelter hasn't had any heat since January 28th, and that the system hasn't been working properly since September. Some people questioned why the issue hadn't been dealt with sooner, but both the city and shelter say it has been. The facilities are old, and they say they're doing the best they can.
I think it's just like when you buy a used house, you don't necessarily walk in the first day and replace everything. You know, you try to figure out what works, and is there more life left in this piece of equipment?
Though temperamental, the shelter's heater wasn't an issue until the day it completely shut off. That's when managers say they scrambled to make sure all the animals were safe.
The dogs that were smaller or had thinner coats were all moved to the Green Hill shelter. The remaining dogs here got coats and warm food and warm blankets.
While temperatures outside for the past week had a low average of 36 degrees, the shelter said it wasn't so cold inside.
So the temperature never really has dropped below 45 degrees for any period of time in the shelter, and for the most part it's been sitting around 55 degrees.
A local vet agreed, saying while the conditions aren't ideal, those numbers aren't threatening for the ones left behind. While both sides may not see eye to eye on this issue, the shelter hopes none of this takes away from the bigger picture.
What we really need people to do is come out for adoption, and things like this just detract from that need. And really, in the end, what it does is it hurts the animals. Because
one of the two overhead heaters is back up and running today. Maintenance workers say they're still waiting on parts to repair the second one. Reporting in Eugene, Nana Nguyen, KEZI 9 News.